Hey guys, Owen Malul here. Today we're going to discuss the main differences between traditional martial arts and competitive fighting sports to Krav Maga. We're going to compare between them and see how effective they are to real-life scenarios when you need to defend yourself. So here we are guys, going to compare again between an Aikido move to a Krav Maga move and see how effective they are for reality. Okay, Leo, what I'm going to ask you to do is to demonstrate an Aikido defense against a strike that comes from the outside in, a hook. Important to mention, this is in street fight. One of the most common, if not the most common attack goes from the outside, boom, towards the head. Okay, first Leo, let's do it fast. Okay, Leo, please explain what happened here.
Again, we're in the Aikido concept, so we're trying to use the energy of your opponent. So if the strike is coming, I'm not going against it, like for example in Krav Maga. In general, you have this kind of option in the Aikido, but it's not often used. But in general, you're using the power and you're using the momentum of this kind of attack. And because it's a circle motion, I need to close the distance. And I'm circling and taking the motion again from the opponent.
That means you're going to use the energy of my attack?
Exactly. Up. And you see, you're getting off balance, and I'm just continuing with my grab here. In this, you have a lot of options here, but for now we do a technique called Nikyo, and you just switch the grip. One hand is going to the wrist and hand. And the other one, if I'm lifting here, is going to the elbow. You just can grab the wrist, then it's more like an Ikkyo move. But if you go for an Ikkyo, you need to grab more in the hand and turn it up like this. And yes, and you will feel the pressure in the wrist, the elbow, and in the shoulder joints. And well, you can do it here and go already down if I pull here down, or I do a larger move and move you all the way.
Now, let's see if on the street you're always able to use the energy of the enemy against him, okay? Important to mention that on the street, you're not aware if the punch is coming from my right hand, my left, if the punch comes from down, if I'm going to jump, choke you, pull out a knife, or anything like that. On the gym, when you're ready for the move of your partner, you're able to use the motion. But in reality, when it comes from here or comes from there, you're going to pay attention that Leo is going to react more with instincts. Now pay attention when it goes fast. What Leo does is simply lifting his hand, moving his head to the other side, and blocking my own strike. So if we compare it actually to the way you just reacted, which is the most natural way, and you guys can check it with your friend, that just tell them, my friend, if you can just stop my attacks, and of course do it gently. You're gonna see that he's gonna do this move, from here he's gonna do that move, and to the head. He's gonna block from here. And with testing it with hundreds, if not thousands of students, we all have the same instincts from a kid, a child, to an adult. We all react in this way. When you're on the street and someone is facing you, you're not able to analyze his motion when it goes so quick towards the face. You're not able sometimes to analyze what hand, is it from the right or is it from the left? You're simply going to react with your own instinct. And a reaction with your own instinct, like Leo just showed us, is actually not exactly using the energy of the enemy, it's actually blocking, which is the opposite. So again, we're not here to offend anyone's feeling who practice Aikido or any sort of a martial art. We're just here to see and really analyze on a street fight when someone is in front of you, pushing you, and suddenly this strike comes out of nowhere Are you gonna be able to use the energy against him, or your animalistic instinct suddenly gonna come out of you without too much of thinking, like someone is falling on the street, he's gonna put his hands to protect his face. So we in Krav Maga claim that instead of using the energy of the enemy, which is not always able to do, use your animalistic instincts. Your defense, your body knows what's the best defense for you. Of course, practice this instinct to make it better, to perfect it, to learn that you have to defend with a 90-degree angle, wrist to wrist, and then learn right after to defend with a punch, or maybe with a pump strike, or later on, boom, with a couple of kicks, etc. Thank you guys for joining our Krav Maga class. You guys can stay tuned and check out our Facebook and YouTube page and learn more Krav Maga tips and lessons. Thank you.